There was an interesting complaint this morning when it came to the cooks that we have working here at Nerdosoft. We had one of them complaining that they didn't have a stove. So I've gone ahead and we've got 4 stoves in the middle of the kitchen now. We now have 2 fridges, and I've just changed the layout of the kitchen ever so slightly. I've expanded the counters down this way a little bit, and I like it. I think it looks pretty good. We actually have a lot of food in the canteen now, which is fantastic news. That's hopefully going to cheer people up just a little bit. And I've also gone ahead and said that for the core team and the service team, education is now being somewhat managed. If we have a little look at, let's see here, managed teams, core team, and HR management, we now have it set so that each team will send a maximum of 5 people to sort of get educated at any one time. Now, what I think that really means is it will do 5 at a time. I don't really know what it means, I'm going to be totally honest with you, but they're getting educated. So I shouldn't need to worry about education for the core team or the service team. Now, Zippy, I do need to worry about because the Zippy team don't actually have a leader at the moment. And I'd kind of like to fix that, to be totally honest. I really, really would like to fix that. So we're probably going to want to look into getting more offices. I'm also going to make a small change to the meeting rooms here because I'm kind of curious about something. I want to go ahead and I want to move that to there, and I want to move this to there, and I want to see if those spaces actually end up getting used. I'm wondering if I was maybe blocking access to those meeting rooms. I really don't know. I've never seen the meeting rooms actually get used. They're not assigned to any teams. Maybe we'll try that as well. We'll say this is a core team meeting room or something like that. We'll see if the core team ever actually go in there. I have my doubts, and honestly, I'm not too stressed about it. It's not the end of the world if the core team don't hold a meeting, but it would be nice if they did. I'm just curious to see if that's something we can do. And honestly, it's looking like it's not gonna be something we can do. So I think what we'll do is we'll go in here and we'll take out all of these tables. We'll take out this and we'll get the Zippy team a team leader is what we'll do. So let's go in and get ourselves a nice looking office here. We're gonna go for, I think we'll go for these desks that we've been using the entire time. And I kind of like the idea of it being about there. And I do kind of like the idea of the 2-meter end table on this side, because what we can do with that is actually put a couple of chairs like this around it, and then we'll put that one there actually. Or let's delete you really quick and do one of the different tables, because I want that one so that actually, is this a better chair? Swivel chair? It is not as comfortable as the executive one. It does have an effectiveness and skill boost. I don't know if this is from a mod or not, but meeting chair. Interesting. Let's use the swivel chair. I'm wondering if we should be using those for everything. I'm really not sure. They're a bit more expensive, but sure, we'll see how that goes. Let me grab this and furniture color. There we go. So that seems okay. We can go to you, furniture color. Let's make it sort of a sort of lighter green than everything else on it. I think the back on it can be that same light kind of green color. Tertiary is going to be something a bit like that. That looks okay. We'll grab, let's see, this chair, and we want it to be the same as those two. So there we go. And I guess what we do, oh, we have the modern computers available. Interesting. I guess it is 2000, isn't it? Okay, we're probably going to want to get that sorted sooner than later and get all of the computers upgraded, but that's going to be, that's a lot of work. That's a lot of work and a lot of money is what that is. But that's okay. Put a bunch of books in here. Go ahead and just cover that whole space in sort of a decent number of books anyway. A bunch of these guys as well. There we go. That looks all right. Looks like a bit of a messy bookshelf, but that's not the end of the world. Bit weird that we've got it sort of in the window, but again, not gonna stress too much there. I don't really think there's much else I need to do with this space. I think what we're gonna do is just say that the room itself is gonna be Zippy, and that it's going to be, let's see here, leaders is what it's going to be. And then this room here, I guess, is switch team to core and set usage as leaders. These rooms do have a use. Yeah, none meeting. That's fine. And then this one is service. And then the usage is leaders. So that should be fine. That should be totally fine. Let's go back into live mode. Let's go to manage teams. Not manage teams. Where's the education here? Is it Zippy team and core team? So core team isn't actually being educated. That's interesting. So my role is leader. I don't have any eligibility when it comes to leadership. I don't really have much in the way of HR either. That's interesting. Okay. Well, that's fair enough. I'm not going to fire myself. I just noticed that button down there. I guess we'll educate you. This might not actually be working, but that's okay. We'll give you a bit of system programming because that's a thing we can do. And let's go to... Oh, there's more education. Hold on. Who are we looking at here? Zippy team, design. I guess we can do 2D. And let's go ahead to hire employees. We're looking for leader. I want to look for HR specifically, and I want to spend a lot of money. So begin looking. You're going on the Zippy team, and we're looking for good compatibility. That actually looks pretty good. We've got HR. We've got automation. So that seems decent, honestly. We've got you. I think we'll go with Gus Griffin. $16,000. Never mind. That's a lot of money, is what that is. We'll go with Ollie Walters. That seems like a bit of a better bet. So having a look at the teams, we'll go to Zippy. Can we get more people in the service team? Has someone been fired from the service team? Because I'm pretty sure it should have 13 people in there. I might need to look at that. We might have one space free. Anyway, let's see. Zippy team employees, your role is going to be primarily leader with those as secondary. So that'll work out kind of nicely. So that should put you straight into the office is what I'm thinking. Hopefully, anyway. Hopefully that puts you straight into the office. In other news, I want to have a look at our finances because they have fallen apart. We're still making good money from sales, but we're also, we're spending a lot elsewhere. Salaries are $255,000. Maintenance comes in at nearly $100,000. And then you take out distribution, you take out royalties, and yeah, we're not left with much. We are now losing money because sales are declining a little bit. So that it would be nice to get that fixed. I would really like to to get things going again there, but I'm honestly not going to stress about it. The core team's doing good work, and the Zippy team, everyone's doing good work, really. I mean, Nerdosoft Wave Studio is coming along. If we get some reviews in from one of the subsidiaries, slide tap, we can hopefully get an idea of where Wave Studio 2 is at the minute, which is hopefully going to be in a good place. It's 6.5. The audio art is terrible, so we're going to iterate on it a little bit, and we're hopefully going to get this thing to be even better. In terms of marketing, I want to have a look, and I want to remind myself when Wave Studio came out. So Wave Studio was 93. So it's been over 10 years is what it's been. It's been 12 years, honestly. Well, nearly 12 years. Let's aim for November of 2005 for Wave Studio 2. I'm thinking November 2005. November 2005, 2006 is what I'm thinking. November 2006 will make it 13 years. That might be risky though. We're only halfway done with the code. Let's wait until the end of this year. If in January 2006 I think we can make it for November, we'll do it. If not, then we won't. Let's prioritize Wave Studio 2 as well. Just over Paint XL. Paint XL is ready to move, but I don't think we don't want to go too crazy there. Oh wow, that code is actually that's coming along quite nicely. We might be okay there. Now I'm thinking at the minute, we might actually be in a spot where we can maybe go ahead and actually hire another team. And I'm thinking it's going to be the Wave Studio team, which will need to specialize in 2D programming, audio, and system design. So 2D audio system, hold on, let me think here. 2D design, audio design, system design, and then programming for those three as well, and then art for 2D and for audio as well. We need a bigger team. We need a bigger office is what that makes me think. I'm thinking I might, because we have this printing space over here. I did mention that this might not be permanent. I'm wondering if what I could maybe do is change things up a little bit. I kind of have an idea. So let me take out these pallets here. Let me take out those right there. And let me go to build mode a little bit. Because what I'm thinking we could do is essentially let me see here. Let me do this as a different type of thing. So 4, can I not do this? Is it not gonna let me? Can't build on path, really? Okay. We'll do this. So we do this, and this is gonna stay enclosed, is what I'm thinking. So it's gonna stay enclosed, and I wanna go up, and I wanna say that we're gonna do, let me see here, this kind of thing. So we're gonna go the whole way, something like, am I doing this right? It is 2 from the side, it is, and then it's to that spot. So we have this like weird sized room up here, but what we can do is go in with elevators there and there, which I need to line up perfectly here. So let's go up a floor and rotate them to be that way and that way. Okay. And essentially what I'm thinking we do is we make this a development studio up here. We just have it be like a dedicated studio of sorts. We could, if we really wanted to, continue these pillars up and put something above it, which I'm actually thinking I'm going to do. I'm going to just extend the pillars up because I think it might look interesting if we do more structure up there at some point. Yeah, I do want to clone this, and I do want to place it there. I like that. I think it'll look kind of interesting if we do another floor up there that's bigger than this one. But for the time being, let's just get some windows around here, because I do want this to be a relatively bright space. And I guess we could, I don't think I can extend those windows, so those are going to stay like that. So we've got 2 big windows there and there. What about the sides? I guess we do kind of a similar thing like this. That seems okay, actually. I kind of like that. So let's just cover the sides and windows. Nice bright space. It's not all going to be completely open, because what I'm thinking we can do is go from this spot and sort of surround the elevators, and then maybe we go like, let's see here, go like this, and we'll basically put a nice double door right there, and that's going to be our entrance to the studio space itself. And then what we could also do, because we're actually going to need a couple different things here, we are going to need utilities in this building, is I think we go like this, and I think this over here in this corner can be a utility room, and this in this corner can be some kind of like series of bathrooms or something. I'm not really sure, to be totally honest. I think we could get away with a series of bathrooms and lounges and stuff like that. Might need to change the layout a little bit though for the windows, which is going to be a bit tricky because I don't really want to do that. I'm not a huge fan of the idea of having to change the windows, but maybe we'll do it anyway. Let's just merge those rooms. Let's get rid of that window. And I guess we get rid of the one on this end as well. And let's just do these bathrooms in a slightly different way. Let's go like this for 1. And then this for 2. And I guess that, ooh, let's not do that. That's a bit nasty looking. Let's do that for 3. It's a bit of a weird looking angle, honestly. Not sure I'm a fan of that either, but I'm sure it'll do. Yeah, that'll do. Let's just leave it at that. So we want a door, and a door. And we can just put some lights in each of those, put some sinks in. We'll just have 3 bathrooms. It's 1 team, so it should be okay. And I think this space in here can maybe be a lounge of some sort. And like I said, this will be a utility space. So we go to utilities. We're going to want central heating, which can go over this way. And then we can do air conditioning in that spot and that spot. And that should keep things nice and cool for everybody. We're not going to do printing in this building. So let's just go to bathroom. Let's go to toilet. And let's say toilet there, there, and there. And then the sink can go there, there, and there. And then for lights, it's just going to be 1, 2, and 3. And that should be fine. This room can just have a single light. This room can have a single light. And then this space in here, I'm thinking we're going to do just 4 lights right in the middle. And this seems okay. This actually seems like a relatively practical building, to be totally honest. It's kind of the way it is the way I want it to be, which is nice. Now let's go ahead and make sure that the styles of these 2 are the same for the exterior. Let me select the building floor, or not. Let me select each room individually, I guess, because I want to make sure that everything has that same color. So do this. Exterior is white, which it all is. Fantastic. We'll figure out what the interior is going to be shortly, but I'm thinking, honestly, this is just going to be one big development space. So let's go to office and let's see what we can do. So I'm thinking I want to try and get, we need artists, we need designers, we need programmers. I think if I can get 12 designers, 12 programmers, and 6 artists, I'll be quite happy. So let's try and get some of these desks in here. I just want to reset build mode so I can actually have the music playing again. I've mentioned it a couple of times, but it feels a bit weird not having it. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 will be against the wall. Maybe 10 of each. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 or 8 of each. I don't know. 8 of each feels a little bit low, but maybe that's just the way we do things. Let's give this a shot. So let's use the mirrored desk, I think is the one we want. Or is it the normal one? I think it's going to be the normal one. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And then the same way just down here as well. So we have that. So that could be designers, programmers, and then artists could maybe just go in the middle is what we could do there. So maybe artists can go right down the middle. Let's give that a shot. So 1 and 2. And I can put those really close together, but I'm not going to. Although I might actually have to. 4 artists? I don't know if that's going to be enough. I don't know if 4 artists is going to be enough there. Let's move these a little bit. So they're going to be slightly closer together. The artists aren't going to have a lot of space. Maybe 5 artists. No, let's do the 4. We'll do the 4. So move this. I'm trying to give them as much space as I can. I don't want things to be miserable in here. I'm going to put up the cubicle things as well, just so they're not staring at each other. But I don't want to make a miserable development space. I'm trying to avoid doing that. So that's kind of why we're doing it this particular way. We'll have you guys have some dividers as well. And I'm going to do some dividers there and there so that the doors don't open and you don't just look straight at that guy. Also, can I change the, let's see here, angle snap 45. If I go to this, I can totally do that. And I kind of like that. So again, it sort of just pushes you like in and around this way. Kind of gives a little bit of privacy to the room, I think. I kind of like that. I think that's kind of cool. So let's get our chairs in here. I want to go for the swivel chairs. And they are 500 each, which is honestly a lot of money for a chair, but well, I say that. I've not had a $500 chair myself. Well, Have I? No, not $500. Not $500. Not 500 points. Not 500 anything. Look, I don't want to sit and be like, I've bought really expensive chairs. If there's one thing, and let me give you this piece of advice. As someone who has got a somewhat painful back at times, get a good chair. If you are like an aspiring YouTuber, if you are anything like that at all, anything that's like creative or that has you at your desk a lot, do yourself a favor and buy a good chair. Because like when your back hurts and it's hurting a lot, like it ain't gonna not, it's not gonna suddenly not hurt without a lot of work. So do yourself that favor and just trust me on this. Buy yourself a good chair. If it's $500 and it's amazing, it's absolutely worth it. I'm just throwing that out there. Again, as someone whose back kind of hurts a lot more than I think it should at my age. That's all I'm getting at. Anyway, I kind of like this space. It's not it's definitely not as nice as like these corners over here, and I could maybe do something like that with these corners actually. Let me try something. Let me try and just like personalize these corners ever so slightly, because I do like what we have going on in the other side and the other buildings. So let me see here. We've got this. We've got this. Oh, I know what we could do. I know exactly what we could do here. Give me this one. So the drawers are facing, maybe that won't work actually, because they have to sit on those sides. I don't mind that too much though. We can do the swivel chair there and there and there and there. And then we can put some shelves kind of up above them. I kind of like that. I'm not sure if this shelf is going to let me put it on that back wall though, unfortunately. That's kind of all right. I don't mind that too much. It's going to let me do it. No, it's not going to let me do it on that side either. Interesting. Can I do it in the middle? No. These are weirdly sized is what they are. But okay, that's fine. We'll put them there. And that's okay. They're a little bit, I guess, asymmetrical. I could take out the corner one, but no, I kind of like that. I kind of like that there's a little bit of asymmetry going on there. What we can also do there, I guess, is put a plant up there. We can put a cactus up on that one. And then we can just throw a bunch of books up there too. Just to try and make it look, you know, I don't know, like they're reading or something like that. Like a bunch of nerds. Like an absolute bunch of nerds. Just reading books. Imagine. Ew. Reading books. Let's go ahead and put the computers all in as well, because that's absolutely a thing they're going to be needing. And I guess this is probably going to be our first studio that does get the upgrade to the modern computers. Everybody else, I think, is still using laptops right now. But my thinking here is this is either going to have to be... Can I put computer? I can put computers in there. Interesting. This is either going to have to be a team of kind of the mix that I talked about, or I'm going to make this specifically the Wave Studio team. And it's slightly tempting to make it the Wave Studio team, because we can go in and figure out exactly what Wave Studio needs. Because at the minute, like I said, so it's 2D audio and system design and programming. So we could do... Maybe, let me think here. Let me think. So, I know what we'll start with on that. I know what we're going to start with on that. I want to get a team leader as well for this team. So let's get an office over here really quick. I'm aware I'm kind of flip-flopping back and forth here, but I have reason for it. I want to select all the furniture in this room. And I want to select all the furniture in this... Can I select it, please? The room, please. The furniture in the room. And I want to duplicate all of it. Rotate it. And I want to put it in here. So right there. Let's go to teams. And this is going to be the Wave team. Yeah, Wave team. That's fine. So this right here as a room is going to be limited to leaders and is going to be limited to the wave team. Then this over here is going to be limited to the wave team, and that should be fine. This is going to be, let me see. I'm going to limit all of this to the wave team, actually, just all like these toilets and stuff, so that we don't have people from the other building coming over here. And then this as well is going to be limited as a lounge, so that'll be okay. Right, so the wave team is going to start with a leader and then 2 2D artists and 2 audio artists. So let's go to hire employees, leader, blah, 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 blah. We're looking for good compatibility. Meryl Johnston, you seem decent. You are mean and dramatic, so this should be interesting. We'll put you in the wave team. So that's fine. If we go to manage teams, go to the wave team, go to employees. You're not even there. Where did Meryl go? Meryl? Meryl? Where'd you go? Years. I didn't hire her, did I? Interesting. Okay, well that's fine. That's probably for the best. Hire employees. Let's look again. I hit a wrong button apparently. Compatibility, skill. Let's look for just highest skill. So you've got multitasking. You're a flirt and you're short-tempered. You'll do. So congratulations, you're now on the wave team. And you're going to be their leader. So employees, Mason Ray. Your role is going to be primarily that and then secondary on all of that. There you go. So that'll be fine. So Mason's going to go and do whatever. I do want to go to manage the team really quick. And I want to say handle wages, do all that, do all that. Education level, max it out. 5 people max. And then what we want to do is anytime 4 artists. Specializations. I mean, we kind of need specializations in system, 2D, and audio across the board. And that's kind of it. So that's fine. Preferred age is going to be like as young as possible. Salary is going to be medium. So 4 of those, and then I guess 8 and 8 is what we'll do there. I think that's okay. Monthly expenses can be like 10,000. I don't know if that's going to do much, but we'll see. Role selection is, I don't know really. Hired for, and we'll try that. We'll see if that works for the wave team. But what I also want to do, because we have not done it so that it's 8, 8, and 4 from designer, programmer, and artist, is I want to go in and I want to say, so designers get a bit of a benefit from the drawing tablet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And then programmers get some benefit from the calculator. 5, 6, 7, 8. So then can I go and limit the use of computers to say, so let me see here, limit. I don't think I can. I can assign it to employees, but I don't think I can limit it to certain uses, which is going to be a bit annoying. So we might not see much benefit come out of all of that, but we'll hopefully see something. So if we go back to here and we actually start running things, is the wave team, it's just hired 20 people. Why does it have 20 people? Hold on. I did that wrong, didn't I? Did I do it wrong? No, I didn't. How many chairs are in here? Select 20. Okay. There's 20 people on the team. There should be 21. Because the leader needs to go somewhere. The leader should be in here. Wave team, usage, leader. I want to assign this. It's currently used by nobody. That's not quite right. That's not quite right. There should be 21 people in that. There we go. So that's fine. That's fine. Let me have a quick look at HR management here. Education. I might not have any. I might not be able to manage education for the core team, is what I'm realizing. There's a, yeah, and then the service team leader. might also not be able to manage the old leadership there. Yeah, they don't do HR at all. Okay, well, that's great. Either way, we should have the... Wait, burglars? I'm sorry? Really? Are they being arrested at least? Are the... Hello, police? Oh, they are being arrested. Okay, so the burglars are... They got, which is good. And we're gonna have to, like, get all that stuff back, which is 660,000, but that's okay. So the wave team is not in here. This is good. Let me assign the wave team to work on Wave Studio 2. And let me also go in and say we want to manage some staff. I'm going to hire additional cleaning. And I'm going to say that you two are going to come in and you're going to work from noon until 4 just to do a bit of extra cleaning at the end of the day. IT support, I'm going to say kind of similar. Maybe you guys can work until 7. I think we can have these cleaners work until 7 as well. And then that should be all right. We could probably get a bit more maintenance if we wanted to, but I think we'll be all right, honestly. Also, this is supposed to be a wave team lounge. Let's go to break room and let's get ourselves I guess we'll get a vending machine. I guess we can get a water cooler and put it, I don't know, by one of the doors or something like that. We can get ourselves a nice sofa, throw it in the corner. Nothing too fancy. Definitely nothing too fancy. We can get ourselves a little, I don't know, end table and throw it there, I think. And then put a coffee machine on it. And we'll see if that works out. Let's make this room kind of nice, because it's kind of grim right now. So the interior of this room can be a nice pink color. I'm going to make the floor sort of I kind of like that blue that we had there. It's very weird looking. It's very kind of Simpsons almost, where the colors of things are very, very strange. But I like it. I do like it. I kind of like that as well. So that'll do. That'll be their break room. It's a bit miserable and a bit weird, but that's okay. I'm thinking that these two spaces could maybe have a similar interior style, because why not? So something like that. I think this is actually, if I go right click and apply style, Nerdresoft lobby. Yeah, I don't mind that. Same with over here. We want to apply a style of Nerdresoft lobby and then apply style Nerdresoft lobby. This right here can be office? Ugh. Maybe not. Maybe not. What about what is so hallway? What was this? Oh, that's not bad. I don't mind that too much. Let's go and just change the construction material to be that, because it's kind of funky. And I guess we grab all of these guys and recolor those to be slightly green as well. I kind of like it. I do kind of like that. I think the desks and chairs could all do with being different colors too. So let's go and select all of the chairs and recolor those so that they are, I'm going to say, a bit of a green color, because I do kind of like it. So we'll do that as the base. We'll do that as the secondary. And then the tertiary can maybe be, yeah, I think white. This is a sort of sickeningly bright room, isn't it? It is sickeningly bright. It's awful. We'll make the drawers sort of green as well. There we go. Very bright room in terms of the color green. Apparently they're a big fan of it, but that's all right. Do I have a bathroom theme that we could use here? If we go to apply style, bathroom, not bad. Let's apply it to here as apartment. Yeah, we'll do that. That's all right. Purple and floor. And then we need lights in here. We also need security cameras. So let's go to utility. Let's go to security camera, and then a couple of lights just to make it a bit less grim. There we go. So that seems okay. That seems like a good way to get more development going on here. Now, there are a lot of people in here not doing anything right now, specifically the designers. So let's assign these guys to Paint XL as well. That way they can sort of work on the design in a pretty big way. And honestly, I think that's going to do good for us. There's nowhere for my courier to park. Oh, wow. I guess we did. Yeah, we did do a lot there. Let's very quickly. Oh my God, we could buy some serious parking over there. We could build a multi-story. I think honestly, I'm slightly tempted to just buy another parking lot, but maybe it would make more sense to go to plots this one, and then I guess build a parking lot is what we can do. So we could build a multi-story. We do have that option, which is honestly very tempting. Very, very tempting. Let me see here. So parking, horizontal, vertical. I mean, we can do this, right? So if we were to do some vertical parking, that's pretty good. If we go up a bit, can I do a road and then another ramp, I guess? And then go up and do another road. And then if we go to here, can we do more parking? We totally can. So we can totally do a multi-story here. And then we can totally do another one here. Okay. I like that a lot, actually. That's pretty cool. And if we wanted to, we could almost, we can do that, which is a weird spot for it. I'm not going to do that, but you get the idea. So get rid of you. That's a multi-story that we now own. Obviously, everybody's going to have to walk down from the top if they park up there, but that seems okay. It almost has me tempted to give up my lease here, which I'm going to do because we don't need it anymore. Because we have a multi-story that has a lot more parking on it than the previous place had. So that seems pretty good. Let's see what that does for us. Yeah, we've got the couriers coming in, doing their thing. I'm excited. I'm actually kind of excited to see if that works out for us. Hopefully it does. Obviously, everybody's going to go and take their cars and go elsewhere. But there we go. So they're coming in. They're using the multi-story, which is awesome. That's good. That's what we want. So we just got some money back as well, which is more beautiful news. I actually really like this building. I think we're going to be able to do some cool stuff with it. I'm also really pleased that we have... I'm really pleased that we've managed to automate that a little bit. We also got some deals. We've got hosting, which is a pretty good 231 per megabit per hour. Current bandwidth is 55. So sure, we'll accept that. Oh wow, we're getting more for all of them, actually. Fair enough. Not bad either way. I guess looking at things here for Wave Studio 2, if we send that out to SlideTap to take a look at. Speaking of which, I want to remind myself what SlideTap are doing. Let me see. Subsidiary. What are you guys doing? So it's... Oh, you guys are worth a lot of money, actually. So you did ink frames and render styles quite recently. Let me look at your products. How did they do? So recent releases, both of them made money. They were both good. They both have good active users. I'm thinking that ink frames and render styles I could technically use in some software and get around my rule of using my own products. To be totally honest, because technically I own them. I own the company that made them, so they're a subsidiary, right? That's kind of what I'm looking at. Also, it's interesting to see the Wave team has sort of... Wait, Mason... Oh, you guys are... Okay, that's fine. Let me see. What are we getting sorted by here? So you want an education in the Zippy team. I was under the impression that this was set up to go automatically, but okay. You can have a bit of audio, I guess. Not that you need it. Educate you. What team are you? Core? Okay. Audio. And then you're wanting a bit of art, so we'll do core team audio. You're wanting a bit of art as well in the core teams. We'll do 2D, and that should be fine. It might end up being worth bringing someone in to do the leadership of the core team instead of me. Because as it stands, I don't think I'm doing a very good job, and I'm not trained for it. So it's a bit of a pain. I think we're going to have to do that. I'm also going to say that this is going to release November 2006 is when NerdResoft Wave Studio 2 is going to release. Paint XL is doing pretty good for itself, honestly. It's doing kind of surprisingly good for itself. I mean, it's coming along, so we've got that going for us. It's hopefully going to be huge. We probably do want to get into a 3D thing as well. Print job. What do you want? Oh, we can do that. That's easy. Yeah, we can totally do that. We do probably want to get into getting that out sooner than later. I would be curious to see if we can do it in 2006. Maybe do a December 2006 release for Paint XL. I would like to do a 3D one, like I said, although I don't know how good any of my staff is when it comes to 3D work, so I guess we'll find out. I'm also wondering if Wave Studio 2 is suffering more due to the number of people working on it. Let me take the core team and the Zippy team off of that and see what happens. We'll let the Wave team kind of specifically handle that, and we'll leave the Wave designers on Paint XL as well. And we'll just see. I'm just curious to see if Wave XL or Wave Studio 2 improves. Computer power will slowly decrease as new computers are released and better hardware is required to run modern software. I should replace old computers when I can. All right, well, I wasn't gonna replace them anytime soon, but sure. Let's see, select and replace. I can't do that one, that's fine, boom. And then select all of you and let's see, replace, boom, with that. Then we'll go up, we'll do the same thing up here. So select and replace with that. There we go. And then you guys up here, I guess, all want to get some new computers as well. So you and replace with the new one. There we go. That should cheer everybody up a little bit. Got some new computers in. Hopefully they like them, is what I'm thinking. I'm definitely hoping they like them. And I'm noticing Wave Studio 2 is coming along at exactly the same pace as it was before with all the extra teams. So I think the extra people were definitely not, they weren't doing any favors for Wave Studio 2. So that's all right. And honestly, looking at it, it's very nearly ready to move into beta. We could probably bring the release date forward at this point. Just looking at, I mean, the code's done, the art's nearly done, Paint XL's third iteration's almost done, so I think we could maybe get Wave Studio 2 released in the middle of 2006, if not like March of 2006. End of Q1 2006 is what I'm thinking for Wave Studio 2, which is actually now completely done, I think. It's 100%, or very nearly 100%. I don't know what's holding it back. Let's go ahead and review it. Let's send it out to Slide Tap, and let's send it out to outsourcing and see what both sides think of it. Margaret Summers is retired. You're on my core team. You were with us for 15 years. Oh, did you get paid anything? No, you didn't. Okay, well, I feel horrible. I feel like a monster. Do we not have employee benefits? No, we don't. Okay. Company car. $25,000 per employee. That would, I don't want to know how much that would be. Night shift compensation. That's kind of cool. Christmas bonus, free food, paid vacation, severance pay, minimum raise, health insurance. We could do a bit of pension. Do like $10 a month. Like 30. Let's do that. Let's give them a pension. Why not? We'll give them a bit of a pension, see what happens. So we need to replace Margaret Summers. What were you able to do for us? You were doing a bit of everything. So the core team's now missing someone. Okay. Hire employees, programmer. I don't know what the core team's going to be working on. Paint XL, I guess. So let's do a system programmer. And let's get someone with like, let's do a medium salary because they're going to be a little younger. And compatibility wise, we got you at 35. Your skills are all right. You're going to the core team. Who is, I don't know who that was. 30, hold on. Compatibility great. You're 38 years old. Sure, I guess. Yeah, I'll do. Hired. So core team is back up to where it needs to be. Let's have a look at the reviews from SlideTap and the City Limited. 9.6 is not bad. And then you guys are 9.6 as well. Let's iterate a little bit just to really make sure that it is exactly where it needs to be. What have I done here? Iterating and that. So I think this is done. I think Nerdosoft Wave Studio is done in terms of everything. I don't think it's going to get better. So let's promote it. Let's also market it, and let's change the release date to April 2006. That I like that. It's harder to push it back later if you move it up. I'm moving it up. We're moving it forward. It's going to be April 2006. We're going to market it with all this stuff. Apparently the core team's doing it. Am I uh-oh. Uh-oh. We need a marketing team, and we need it fast.